Vlogmas!
Welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, my name is Brandon.
And my name is Heidi, and we're here with another video for you guys.
It is Vlogmas Day 17, and we are coming at you with the Christmas Cookie Countdown collab.
Yes, and so this collaboration was created by Jess and Andrew over at Magic in Michigan, as well as Megan and Juliet over at the Pumpkin Queen. So thank you so much for inviting us to be a part of this. We are so excited.
They are just the best and super awesome friends who we've grown close to. Basically what this collab is every day starting December 10th all the way up until Christmas Day, 16 different channels are going to be posting some cookie recipes. We are going to be sharing 2 different recipes because there's one thing that Heidi really wants to make, but we are super excited. So be sure to check out all of the videos that have already passed and the videos in the future. We'll leave everyone's channels linked down below.
Of course, we had to make some hot chocolate for the occasion. So I have this lovely snowman cup, and I also just want to share the shirt that I'm wearing. It's actually Brandon's. We got it in a recent box swap, so we'll leave that video up.
Right up this way, right
I always
here.
get confused when the camera's like,
yeah, I know.
So we'll leave that there because that was super fun to be a part of as well. But we have 2 recipes today. We're gonna start off with the one that's not really a cookie recipe, but we just wanted to share because I've had this at many Christmas potlucks and I've always wanted to make it, but I haven't yet. And these are either Oreo balls or Oreo cheesecake balls. It's a very simple recipe, so I think we can do it. It's pretty much just Oreos, cream cheese, and like melted chocolate. So we're gonna get started on that one first. So this is all you need for this recipe. Again, everything is just right here. We're going to start with the Oreo and the cheesecake, and then we're gonna melt the chocolate after. So up first, you're going to take 38 Oreos. To be fair, I thought there was 38 Oreos in a pack like this. There isn't, but we're just gonna use all the Oreos in the pack. And you're supposed to use a food processor, but we're just gonna use a blender, and you have to grind up the Oreos so that they are crumbs. So we're going to do that right now. We got a really fancy protector for the blender here, which I don't really understand because you have a lid.
It's for noise canceling is what it's for.
Is it?
That's what it's for. That's what it says on the on the box for the blender.
We'll see how it
noise
works.
canceling.
I'm gonna start with a few and see how it works because I think, didn't we blend these before and it was like really bad?
I don't know.
We'll try.
We have a bad track record with blenders.
Oh, you have to turn it on first.
Yeah, there you go.
Holy cow, that's good. Oh. It says to pulse with the processor, so I'm just gonna pulse the blender. Is it noise canceling?
It's not as loud. Let's try without it. Louder.
It's quieter without it.
Louder. It's because they're already mixed.
So our Oreos are crumbled here. It actually worked quite well once I got the technique down. And then we have to use a whole package of cream cheese. So we're going to put that in a bowl, then we're going to mix that for about a minute until it's smooth, and then we're going to add the crumbles and then mix that until it is all mixed.
I'm excited. This is going to be really good.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
And we will of course leave the recipe for Heidi's Oreo cheesecake balls and the other cookie recipe down below in the description.
Oh.
Time to blend.
This is scary. Honestly, don't really know. So I'm just gonna go forward and put these in. It doesn't seem like the ratio is correct at all.
Maybe it's just really Oreo cookie-y.
I really hope so.
Which I like. I think it's gonna be
I
good.
didn't really read the instructions very well. I just assumed it was a package and then all these Oreos.
Well,
I don't know.
once we mix it, we'll double check. You will have the correct recipe down below if this is the wrong one, but we'll see how this goes.
Get this all the dough off. Holy. She's gonna blow! Okay, that was stressful.
Were you right or wrong?
I was right.
You getting it on my Baymax shirt?
Yeah. So this is how the mix looks. Turns out that the one package was correct, so you use one package. I don't know what I'm trying to do.
It smells really good.
It does smell really good. I kind of want to try it. Can I just eat it? I burnt the roof of my tongue, so I can't really taste anything at the top, but it tastes good, I think.
You just can't stick that fork back in.
Well, I'm eating all of it, so it's fine. So we have our parchment paper right here on our baking sheet, but we won't be baking these. All we're gonna do is take some of the dough, we'll call it, and we're gonna roll it into little balls. Oh. And then
we lost a piece, I'll take it.
Yeah, I know. And then we're going to just place them on the sheet here, and then we're gonna do that for all of these, and we're gonna put it in the freezer for 15 minutes. this is the final result, and now we're going to put these in the freezer for 15 minutes and start on the next recipe.
While Heidi's Oreo cheesecake balls set in the freezer, we are going to be making candy cane brownie cookies, which we have never made before. We just thought they sounded so good. So I have preheated the oven to 350. Heidi's gonna show you what we need. We're gonna go over this. We need brownie mix, powdered sugar, some Hershey's Kisses candy cane though, which is really awesome, some eggs, chocolate icing, butter, vanilla, and vegetable oil. And of course, we'll leave all of the directions and the measurements in the description below. We are going to put the whole box of the brownie mix into our mixer. I also have realized, by the way, that every cooking video we've done, we use the hand mixer, and it turns out we have one of these stand mixers that we never use. And I just thought that was so ridiculous because we're like working so hard and we don't really need to. So I'm gonna pour all this in here. Let's just rip that open. Oh, whoops, I dropped the I dropped the piece of plastic in the bowl. That's okay though, there we go. Heidi called me the amateur.
Yep.
I'm like the Gordon Ramsay of this household.
I don't know, it's proven otherwise already.
Now we're gonna put 2 eggs in here.
Oh, let's get close for this one.
You ready? No shell on egg number 1. And no shell on egg number 2. Would you look at that? We're going to add 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. It also says an optional 2 tablespoons of espresso powder, but we're not going to do that because I don't think Heidi would like it with the espresso powder in it. We also use brownie mix with chocolate chunks in it. That's optional, but we thought that the chocolate chunks would be fun. So let's try this out. Heidi, ready?
Yep.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do?
Raise it.
Raise it up. There we go. So I'm gonna take this off somehow. How do we take it off? Save this for later. Am I right, guys? Let me know if you save the beaters for later. Because I like actually do. What you don't know is that the cheesecake like mixers, those are now inside of me. So this is all mixed and ready to go. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna evenly scoop it out and put it on our prepared already cookie sheet with the parchment paper. It says to use an ice cream scoop, which like I guess so. So we're gonna use an ice cream scoop. And it says to evenly place them apart. I think that looks like a pretty good size.
Yeah.
Which is good. I don't know how many cookies it makes. The recipe didn't say. It just has all the measurements. But I think I'm just gonna go like 2 wide or something like this. So this is what we're working with. Some are uneven, but that's okay. We're gonna put it in the oven for 11 to 12 minutes.
While the candy cane brownie cookies are in the oven, we are going to go back to the Oreo cheesecake balls. Right now we're just taking the chocolate chips and we're going to melt them in the microwave. I'm really bad at using a microwave, so Brandon's going to give me tips on how to melt these guys. So we have melted the 2 different chocolates. We have white chocolate and semi-sweet. And then we have our chocolate balls, which are kind of like a bit frozen. And we're going to dip them, and then we can add like little like designs on it or dip like half and half. So we're going to do that. Should I just dip this one in the chocolate?
Yeah.
Let's see. It's a bit messy. It's kind of fun though. Get all the sides. And then you just put it back on the parchment paper. So this is the final result. It was kind of a bit messy, but I tried my best. And now they're going to go into the fridge for about an hour to chill.
Cookies are done. We're gonna take them out of the oven. They've really expanded, but I think they look really good. Heidi said they just look like a brownie, and that's what they look like. I have this oversized spatula that I probably don't need, but I'm gonna try to make work. But they turn out really good. We're just gonna transfer them onto a cooling rack. Let's try this. That's better. Onto a cooling rack and get the other ones that we haven't made yet into the oven. So now it is time to make our candy cane frosting for the cookies. We are going to take these Hershey's Kisses candy cane. Let us know in the comments below if you've had these and like these. I love these. We are going to unwrap 18 of them and put them in the bowl and then melt them in the microwave. So we have melted the Hershey Kisses. Look at how great they look. I love the little candy cane pieces in there. So we have to let that cool for a little bit. We're going to put 1 cup of butter. You can tell that I measured very well in our bowl. And then we're gonna beat this so it gets kind of combined a bit more and like smoother. See how well this goes. Butter didn't work out super well, but we're just gonna see how this goes. We're gonna add 2.5 cups of powdered sugar into the butter, slowly it says. So we'll get our 1 cup measured and then mix this in slowly. So we added in the vanilla and the rest of the powdered sugar. It took a while, but we got it to combine and look like a frosting, which is really great. Now what we do, we have our 6 cookies here. We're gonna take one of the cookies and we're gonna spoon some of the frosting on, and then you kind of just spread it so it's like in the middle, almost right to the edges. Kind of like this. It says to use like a generous amount, but I think like that looks pretty good. Just like that, and then we'll get them all covered and do our last step. So the last step is we're going to take 1/2 cup of the icing, which is just like a canned chocolate icing, and then we're gonna chop up 10 of the Hershey Kisses to kind of sprinkle on top. But basically, the icing will kind of be drizzled, and then we'll put those little pieces on the top of the cookies. So we got 1/2 cup of the frosting. We're gonna put it in the microwave until it's all melted.
I was called in to be the decorator. So we have our melted icing now, which looks like a little chocolate consistency liquid.
It looks like a ganache. You know that, like the fancy chocolate ganache?
I never had that.
That's what it looks like to me. I think like, I don't really know what ganache is. Let me know in the comments down below, but I've just heard it like Buddy Velastro, the cake boss, I feel like would say ganache.
And we already chopped the Hershey's Kisses, but we're just gonna put them right on top. Just like sprinkle, I guess. Some of the pieces are a bit bigger than others, but that's all right.
I think these look so festive. I love it.
Yeah, they actually turned out pretty well. I didn't really know what to expect when we started.
No, me neither.
So now we're going to be doing a taste test, which is the best part, obviously.
We also, before we start, I know a lot of you love this, bagged milk. Heidi doesn't really love milk, but I mean with
I'll just
cookies.
have a little bit.
Is that good?
Okay, a little bit more than that.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
I think with cookies, you gotta have milk.
Yeah.
And you know, in Ontario, Canada, we have the bagged milk, and it's just fascinating to some people. There it is.
So, should we start off with what?
I think we should, what do you think?
Well, I don't know.
The cookies?
Sure, fine.
Do you want to share
Since
one
it
or
is
just
a
each
cookie
have our
collab.
own?
I think we should just each have our own.
Okay, let's each have our own. Yes, it is the cookie collab. Cheers to Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you out there.
Do you like it?
Mm-hmm. You don't.
No. The problem is, it's super crunchy.
It's really crunchy.
And I like soft cookies, but I had a feeling I wasn't going to really like it. So I'm glad I have these Oreo balls to try next.
But it's so good. Crispy chocolate pepperminty. I don't know. Like, I just love chocolate peppermint and candy cane. It is so good.
Now, the moment I've been waiting for.
Heidi's been so excited. She's been talking about these Oreo balls for like days.
It is so good. I haven't had one of these in probably 3 years.
They're really good.
Now I'm gonna be making these all the time. It's just so soft.
That's what I was gonna say. The consistency of these is so good. And it just, I mean, Oreos are just the best. I'm like having a moment right now. All I gotta say, try these or try those. Let us know in the comments below. Tag us on Instagram at sunnytimestwo if you do. But Heidi's gonna enjoy this. This is all that we got for you today. If you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up and be sure to check out everybody else in the cookie collab. We'll leave them down in the description below, some of the best people out there. And if you're new, consider subscribing for more Disney content and sometimes some cooking stuff just like this, pins, hauls, and unboxings.
And remember, it's always sunny.